Good morning and welcome to Winnipeg. Yeah, we got the summer tires on the car now, so we're ready to go. It's amazing how much quieter the car ride is now with this studded tires off. You don't have that rattling on the pavement and the knobbies in the tires hitting the pavement. You know, winter tires are kind of noisy. Anyway, we're going to have to continue on here. We've got one more little piece of plastic to get in step 33, and that's the L15. I think I'm going to go get that now and just get right into it. Yeah, but as I mentioned in the little extra that you saw last night, that piece of photo etch, that scares me. I can see where we can momentarily put it on the L15, but wow, it's very flimsily attached, and unless I'm not seeing the drawing in the manual here correctly. Okay, let's do what we can do. Okay, clearly now, this part right here is sprue. And I just wanted to make sure I'm not going to be nipping off a peg. You know, this is sprue right up to here. So I'm thinking that this piece right here that I'm holding on to is probably the positioning pin. It looks like it's keyed. Now, I honestly have no idea where this is supposed to go on the ship. I think maybe it might help if I can find where it goes, and then see if I can find something in Stefan's book. Okay, I will trim the flashing off later. Now, where's the holder downer here? Is there any little holes or anything that it looks like we're supposed to mount that piece of photo etch in? I'll get it back here. There's a lot of detail on that thing, though, isn't there? Well, like I say, maybe once we see what it actually is supposed to be, then we'll be able to figure it out better. Okay, we've got our L15 all cleaned up here now. And I was talking earlier about wanting to page ahead and see where does this part go after it's put together. So something like this should be easy to spot. And I honestly don't know. Okay. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So it actually goes, yeah, okay, it goes right at the top here of one of these funnels. Well, that should be able to, we should be able to find that fairly easy in Stefan's book. So let's just check that out. Okay, here we are. We're in the book. And that's the wrong funnel. Mid-1945. Well, that's kind of the era we're building right now. All right. Here's the funnel in question. Here's the mast that it's sitting on. And I don't see anything that looks like what we are making here. I do believe this little thing that I'm just touching right now is the little radar screen that I nipped off here yesterday. Yeah, this one is much bigger. We'll probably be looking for that one later. Yeah, you know what? I think it's a case of nobody's going to know if it's right or if it's wrong. Now here's some stuff down here that kind of looks like, no, it's in the wrong place though. Yeah, like I started to say, nobody's going to know if it's right or it's wrong, especially me. So let's just stick it on and hope we don't break it off, and it'll just add to the detail. But on the other hand, so would a bunch of dead ants. Okay. I think the next step is put the railing on. Do I paint the railing after I glue it on or before? Now I'm going to want the railing the 77 so it'll contrast against the 19, which looks almost like this. And these pieces here that I'm touching right now, they will also be the 19. But it would be nice to have a little bit of contrast on some of these parts. Now I'm thinking that maybe what we could do, see if I can very gently grab hold of this now. Don't want to crush it. All right. Okay, obviously it has to be formed. So I can't see it from my perspective right now, but somewhere there's probably folding lines there. On the other hand, maybe there's not. But at least it's not like the Bismarck railing. I don't think the Bismarck had any custom railing at all. I think everything had to be shaped and cut, and whereas the later Trumpeter kits, they did go to the trouble of pieces like this. They actually got the stanchions in the right place and what have you. Okay, let's recompose here, and I don't know, maybe I'll get Andy's bender out here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. There it is. Oh, I thought I'd lost it, and I was thinking, what happened to that piece of photo etch? I knew it wasn't this one here. And I was looking on my manual where I had last, messed around with it. Oh, that's a relief. I thought I was going to be busy on the floor on my hands and knees with the spotlight. Okay. Now, in order to get this to go all the way through, we got to have it between this post here and this one here. I think what I'm going to do is I'll bend the ends, and they go almost 90 degrees. Okay, I'll put the macro lens on here. Okay, now, because this part is off to the left side of center, this breaker bar is going to not want to be, let's see if I get something better to adjust that with. Yeah, the breaker bar is not going to want to go down flat. It's going to kind of want to rock to the right. And that means that I'm wondering if, this thought came to me just a little while ago, what if I was to take another piece of photo etch that was the same thickness as this and put it over here on this side underneath? Then the breaker bar would come down level, because right now you're probably not going to be able to see it, but it's gonna sort of rock to the right there. In fact, it's probably pretty much closed away over here, whereas over here on this end it's open. So it's a thought. I'm just going to try this anyway here. I don't want to press too hard because, yeah, we're going to end up cutting it off. Okay, now I don't want to go a full 90 degrees because the other part is going to be bent, and that'll take care of it. Like these two wings, they will be about 90 degrees from each other. Okay, we'll leave it about like that. Okay, now we'll take it out a bit. Now the next bend, according to the drawing in the manual, is just very, very slight. Whoop, was sticking to my finger there or something. Okay, that's about it. Okay, now the next bend is probably only going to be, I'm guessing, about 15 degrees, if even that. I'm just going to eyeball it here to what I think is right. And then we can adjust it later. Okay, now we're going to go out again. Bend it another 15 degrees. I'm looking straight down on it so I can sort of see where it's supposed to go here. I'm not seeing any folding lines unless they're on the other side. Never did check the other side. Okay, now another 15 degrees roughly. Okay, yeah. Now we pull it out. And we want to bend it about 85 degrees. And that should put these two wings, don't know if you can see this one out here anymore. Where's the monitor? No, you can't see it. I'm in too close. Okay. Is there such a thing as too close? Okay, now. Ooh. Okay, go over like this. Try and get that last little bit. Okay, let's take this out now and see what we've got. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The idea is I want this winglet here and this winglet here sort of parallel to each other. I could probably use the photo etch bender for that. Anyway, I think we basically got it here. Let me see if I can get it right side up. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I think we basically got it. Okay, let's get our part and we'll lay it down on the part and see which way we have to tweak. Okay, a few moments ago when I had this piece laying on the whoops. Try this again. When we had this piece laying on the manual, I had it orientated wrong. Okay, the railing is supposed to go along this edge where this little, probably supposed to represent a hatch. Okay, so let's see if we can bend this one in just a little bit. Maybe these will work. Just give it a little bit of a twist here. A little bit more maybe. And this one here will come in a little bit. Okay, we're going to have to bend this more this way. I suppose the photo etch plier might work better. I'm getting the rail, I'm getting the top rail there damaged. Okay, it's supposed to go something like that. Okay, now I've got this side. Okay, I've got to straighten it out just very, very slightly here. All I did was squeeze there at the joint. I don't know if that was good or not. Now, in order for the bottom rail to fit, it has to that little box there, about like that. That's just about it. All right, so I basically got it to fit here. Now these two wings, this one and this one, now I've got them bent too far in. I'm going to just sort of straighten this out off camera. Okay, I've mounted this piece in the helping hands here. And the reason for that is because I think I can work on it a little better if it's sort of up in the air. You know, if it falls off, it doesn't matter if it falls 1/4 of an inch or it falls 2 inches. You're still going to have to pick it up. Now, this is the first time I've tried it since I rebent it, but I can see I'm going to have to just a little bit there. All right, now I remember one of the viewers saying what he does is he would put some masking tape along the edge like right here where I'm just touching this leading edge, and then you would move the photo etch up to it, and it wouldn't fall off the edge. That, I'm wondering if I should try that, because I want to move it ahead about 1/4 of a millimeter so that it will drop off of that box and down onto the leading edge of this part. And in all likelihood, if I don't have something there like my finger to stop it, it's just going to go too far. So I'm just going to try that. I'm going to just take this back off right now, and I'm going to get a little bit of Tamiya masking tape and see what we can do. Okay, this originally was from a piece of 6mm wide tape, and I cut it in half so that it's only about, oh, I keep bumping the helping hands here, don't I? Okay, now I don't want that on there real hard. I just wanted to keep this thing from falling off when I shove it ahead. Now this may not work. It could be that what's going to happen is it's going to sort of stick in the wrong place, and when I try to move it, it's going to bend. But the idea is we should be able to just drop it down on here. I think I got the wrong tweezers. Well, they're good for poking anyway. Now, is this going to stick on us or no? Oh. Let me get the other tweezers. These are just too pointy. Where are we now here? Now if I could just shove it just forward here, like that. That is about it. Don't poke at it. Okay, let's get a little bit of CA in behind here. Maybe I'll see if I can swing this around so that you can see it. Okay, maybe a little bit more, because I want to be able to see it too. That should be all right. Okay, I'm just going to have to get my CA ready here. Okay, I've moved in about as close as I can get here, and I'm hoping that it's going to stick to my applicator. And very gently, you know, I just had a terrible thought. What if it glues the tape to the plastic? Well, maybe we'll just do a little bit and then remove the plastic, the tape. Did it look like it did anything? I always ask you that because I actually don't see it. Okay, I saw it that time. Okay, now that is the CA extra quick setting, so it shouldn't take very long. Okay, probably about 5 minutes has passed here. I'm going to try and turn this around, and if I put this part right in the center of the field of view, it should still be in focus here. Now, did we stick to the plastic? Is this going to pull off, or am I going to just move everything? Okay, I think that's holding. Okay, now I can go along and CA the rest of it. I'm probably just going to quickly do that off camera. On second thought, I know you want to see it. Okay, now let's try not to bump the helping hands here. We'll just do the wings first. There. Oops, wrong one. Oh, I bumped it. Now, maybe this one can I come in from this side? Maybe I should move it then. Okay, I hope it's still nice and sharp for you. Okay, we'll let that cure, and I think then it should be on there fairly solid to do the rest of it. Maybe for the rest of it I'll use the CA thin instead of the thin quick setting. Okay, well over an hour has passed here now. In fact, it's almost 2:40 in the afternoon. And this will have more than cured. Oh yeah, that's flowing nice. This is the CA thin, not the quick setting. The idea is to just reinforce this. And I know earlier I was talking about, painting the railing. Well, what I'm going to do is, after this whole thing is sprayed with the number 19, I'll probably take my little brush and just do the top two rails and the stanchions with the 77. I just want to reinforce my weld here. And I think I'm getting enough on there. Okay, let's let that cure. Okay, now that's going to be it for today, folks. Now, it could be that later on this evening we'll be down in the workshop drilling holes in acrylic. I don't know. No promises. But we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you in the next episode.